Hello, my name is Brian Robbins. This is my video reaction for the reaction video 6, 7. I believe this is number 7. Uh, First things first. I know I was gonna like this one. It's talking about the planet, talking about the Earth. Um, yeah, that kind of caught me off guard. Um, the first I wrote down was I like the fact that the speaker talks about how um people are always talking about like, oh, like there's something wrong with the planet, like all this stuff's going on, like the ice cap, melting, global warming, so all this stuff, and they tell us that us regular people should like take action, but they don't never tell us like what exactly to do. They always say something like generic, like I think the example that she said was like drive like eco-friendly cars, or like turn out the lights whenever you leave the room or something like that. And I feel like I like the fact that she said that because it I noticed that too a lot of the time. Whenever I tell my friends like, hey, we should like you know make eco-friendly choices, they're like, all right, what do you want to do? And I'm like, turn off your lights. Like I don't really know, but I feel like it helps to like an extent, but for everything else that's going on in the world, like we need like more options. So I found it interesting that she said that. Um, all right, set this. Um, yeah, it kind of caught me off guard because I thought it was gonna be like all about the planet and stuff. Then she started talking about clothes, and interesting point that she brought up that the clothing industry has become the second largest industry, like leading in like pollution and stuff. Um, that kind of threw me for a loop. I was gonna look up number one, but it totally slipped my mind before I started recording. But it's not really surprising to me though if you think about like how many people is actually like on the planet, and it's not like people just walking around like with no clothes. Like people have to like buy clothes and stuff. So that actually wasn't too surprising to me. Just caught me off guard. Um, she asked a question, or she said something along the lines of like, why did people start buying clothes? And she talked about the trade barriers and how because of certain trade barriers and people like getting around it, or like because you get ships like a different place or something, it like cuts the cost to like clothes and stuff, and then cause people to buy more. Another thing I think what happened, in just my personal opinion, just because of she talked about later on in the video she talked about she went to H&M, the first H&M store in New York in 2001, and from there like pollution started like going up and stuff, and the clothes and stuff because of polyester. But yeah, I'll talk about that later. But anyway, I think it's more because of social media too. If you think about it, around that time, a little bit after that actually, social media started becoming popular, and now it's a lot of people that's really like into fashion. Um, a lot of influencers and people want to model and you know take pictures in these clothes, post them, throw them away, or give them to somebody, or just a lot of buying clothes, buying clothes, buying clothes. So yeah, it's crazy. I don't know why I even think about clothes being such a huge market, but yeah, it's a crazy market. Um, she talked about, oh yeah, she talked about fast fashion, is what they call like the fashion industry and stuff, and they it's fueled by polyester, and I found myself wondering about this um a while ago. Just I always see like polyester this, polyester that, and as of recently, it's like a lot more polyester. I don't know, but um yeah, a lot of polyester. And what polyester is, it's a polluting plastic made from fossil fuels. That's something I did not know, and I find it kind of ridiculous that we're burning fossil fuels to like make clothes when we had cotton. All this because it's cheaper. People they want to make more money. They're greedy. They don't really need it, but they just want to burn fossil fuels because it's cheaper. That's Yeah, I ain't really going for that, but hey. Um, she talked about four reasons why polyester is bad, and the first one is biodegradable, meaning that it won't break down. She said that every piece of polyester that's ever been produced is still on Earth, and that's insane to think about because that means in a couple hundred years, couple thousands of years, we're gonna have all these pieces of polyester just floating around, just on Earth. We're not gonna be able to do nothing with it. So I find that kind of crazy. And she said the polyester gets in our oceans and in our food. She said that when we wash it, it gets in the water system and goes out to the oceans, and the fish are breathing, not breathing it, but the fish are in it. The fish eat it, and then we eat the fish, and now it's getting in us too. It's kind of odd. Finna put down that piece of catfish. The third reason she said is non-breathable. So heat gets trapped in the body, causing you to sweat more. I find that insane because, yeah, it do seem like as I'm getting older, I'm starting to sweat more. I thought I was just getting old, but I'm glad it's just because this polyester and stuff making me hot. It makes me feel a little bit younger. Then she said it's a lot of energy, energy intensive. It's a lot of energy compared to like some of the other types of clothing for it to produce. One of the last things I wrote down here was she said the clothing industry is responsible for 10% of carbon input, and that already sounds like a lot. But when she put it in perspective, she said that's 5 times more carbon output than all of the all airline travel combined. And that's crazy to think about, because it's like nowadays everybody, it's an airport everywhere you look up, it's planes always flying around, 14-hour flights, 15-hour flights, flying here, flying there. People have private jets. Like it's insane. That's a lot of carbon output. And the last thing I wrote down, she said nobody really benefits from the polyester and stuff like that, except for like maybe the 2 CEOs who's behind it running it, still choosing to like use it. And that goes into what I said earlier, like it's a greed thing. Like there's no need for it. We can go back to cotton, you know what I'm saying? And there's other types of fabric that people can use to wear. You don't have to wear this polyester that's bad for you and makes your body hot and makes you sweat and feel old, and gets in your food and stuff. But yeah, that's all I had for this week. I enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all turn on y'all lights.